Hey, so what's up there guys, and welcome back to Dig Detecting. So as you can see, we are stuck at home in the shed today due to our recent lockdown. So that's okay, there's a few things I can get done at home here, so that's what I'm going to do. So including shooting a video and showing you just how I clean and tumble some of my coins and relics. So as you can see, we've got some pennies, we've got some silvers, and we've also got what I showed in my last video, all my basically belt buckles, horse rein guides, look, just general relics. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick out a few pieces, such as these. We're going to lay them out, give you a before and after look at them, and show them just going through the tumbler here. Now, I will say this tumbler, it's only a cheapie. However, it has done a mighty job over its time, and if you've only seen what I have inside, you would be amazed at the amount of work that this little machine has done. So look, about 65 bucks I think I paid on eBay from memory, and basically, as you can see, you put your coins, relics, what have you, in the top there, you seal him down with the lid, and I will say this is not the original lid. I had a bit of a mishap there where I was experimenting. I think I put bicarb soda and toothpaste or something. I can't remember what I put in there. Don't ask me why I did that. We have to experiment, don't we? Anyway, basically it blew the lid. It cracked the lid and just blew it. It just turned into a crumbly mess. So look, that's what I've come up with though. Just went to a Bunnings and found a big rubber plug, topped off with an old metal grinding disc, so just to give it the stability and the hardness, so to seal that lid. So anyway, I will show that a little bit later. I'll show the coins and the relics going in there. We have quite a day in front of us cleaning up all this stuff. As some will know, it does take some time to do it. So, and as I will say too, the pennies I don't really often clean that much, you know. These are some of my better ones. The worst ones, you know, the really, really bad ones, real pitted ones, I generally keep separate, so throw them all in a container, such as this guy here. So look, I'll probably throw a few through the tumbler just to give you a bit of a look, what they come up like, what they do, but I'm not going to throw them all through. The silvers, however, I'm a lot more certain of throwing these through, so they'll be fine. We can put them through. Not a worry, and not have too many issues. So some of these are pretty clean too, so you know, oh, he's not too bad not too bad on one side, but then you know, you look at some of these other florins and they are just horrible. So it'll be interesting to see what the tumbler will do, and how well it'll clean them up. So as I said, we will do a before and after, so give you a really good look at exactly what it does. So what we're also going to be doing while we're tumbling is we're going to be cleaning up the detector. Basically, it has just been used and abused lately. It has not been cleaned, as you can see, for quite some time. So we're going to also clean up that while we're doing a bit of tumbling, while the machine's doing its job, and also give him a bath, give this detector a bath and a full go over. So I also shot a video of just how I do that, how I clean up my detector and all my equipment, all my tools, gear, what have you. So be sure to check that out if you want to know, and you want to see how I do that also. So we even have another job here to do. Just take you out through here into this little back area, and this is where I keep all my scrap that I find, basically. So when I come home, I've got containers in my car. I just work off a bit of a plastic container system, small containers into the bigger container. So everything gets dumped into this one, and this is basically what I sort through and then divide as I go. So scrap, brass, lead, obviously golf balls, glass, and then alloy cans, bottle tops, anything like that. So, and look, a few of these items, you know, it's not all junk, you know. Some of this stuff here I'm saving, you know, just because I think it's cool. I don't know why that little toy car's in there. He should be inside. So as I said, not everything in here is going to be discarded. However, you know, some of it is it's just rubbish. It's just rubbish. So this does pay off too, I will say. Look, I've filled up many tanks of fuel with sorting, saving, sorting, and basically scrapping all this rubbish. So you know, you think it's a waste of time, where it's not. It can actually be, you know, it can just put you onto that next adventure by fueling up that tank. So yeah, you just never know. Look, why is he in there? He's going to get tumbled. So there you go, there's one, another one for us to tumble. So as I said, not everything in there is scrap. So anyway, let's pick out a few pieces and let's get tumbling. Rightio, so here are the items that we're going to be cleaning today. This is the first batch that we're going to be putting through the tumbler, so nothing too much. You don't want to overload the tumblers, of course, otherwise they just don't tumble properly and the items will not clean. So a couple of the old horse buckles down there, the old door plate slider lock. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm a little bit hesitant putting him in, just due to the fact that they have that little weak point in the middle, and they can snap quite easily. So we'll see how he goes. 3 more buckles in the middle there, 3 keg tap handles or spigot tap handles, whatever you like to call them. A couple of the old horse rein guides on the side. We also had the old padlock up the top, and this old brass plate. Now I don't know what he is. I've never known, and I've always been sort of intrigued and curious about this piece, with that detailing around the outer rim. So quite interesting, and once he goes through the tumbler, we should get a better look at what he is or what he's got on him. So also show you too, just quickly here, this is the stuff that I use. So just fish tank gravel. It's nothing special. You can pick it up at your local pet store, and also mixed in with a little bit of sand, as you can see down the bottom there. So I do also use, or I was using in the past, I should say, some sort of steel shot. I can't get my hand in there to grab any out, but look, basically you can sort of see it there. It's steel shot that you can buy off eBay, and it's like a media, a mix, and it comes in many different forms, many different types. And that stainless steel media shot is awesome, amazing for helping clean these items. So unfortunately I don't have too much left in there, however that's all we need. That will also do the job. So let's get them through, let's make a start, and let's get them tumbling, and then we need to work on the silvers and the pennies. So there we go, we've got all our relics inside the tumbler there, and we also went outside then and threw a little bit of water in here too. So generally, look, what I've found in the past works for me is the water level just sitting just above the media or the contents that you're using to clean whatever's inside. So generally what I do is I put the media in first, followed by the relics and the coins, what have you, inside, and then on top of that I add the water, and I only add it to the level of the media. So as I said, that is personal preference. It's all about finding what works for you best. However, that is what works for me best. So and as I said before too, you have to be careful because you put too much in there. I mean, these are a pretty sturdy tumbler. I've really tested it out over the years, but if you put too much in there, be it water, be it media, or be it relics or coins, you know, you put too much of anything in there, it will not tumble correctly. It'll just spin around like a big blob, and it will not basically mix and tumble correctly. So basically that's what works for me. So we're ready to put the lid on and ready to give it a whirl. Let's go. So as I mentioned, I had a bit of a blowout on this lid, hence why we've got the grinding disc and the rubber plug there now. But look, it still seals fine, it still works fine. The lid wasn't all that strong. However, I probably shouldn't have put what I put in there. But you got to experiment, you got to do these things. And look, the lid probably wasn't all that strong. However, these tumblers themselves, these out, like, you know, inner casing and that, they are extremely strong. I've put a lot of stuff through here, and as I said before, I'll give you a bit of a look at some of the other stuff I've put through in the past, you know, just inside what I've got. It's amazing the amount of work that this machine's done. So I was actually thinking too, during lockdown, it might be something good for me to do, basically give you a look at my whole collection. So stay tuned. We will be doing like a part 1, part 2, I'm sure there's going to be many parts, and basically giving you a look through everything I've got inside. I've got 3 display cases now inside, and I'm working on my 4th because I'm running out of room. So look, be sure to stay tuned for that one. We'll be giving you a look through my bottles, my bottle collection, my coin collection, my relic collection, and also my marbles, just everything I've accumulated over the years detecting and treasure hunting. So be sure to stay tuned for that one, and let's get this one on so we can put some more relics inside. So just a real quick rundown on the controls of these little units. Basically, you've got your time control on the left-hand side here. It goes up in 10-minute increments, so 10, 20, you can set it for half hour, walk away and come back and know that it's going to turn itself off, which is quite a handy feature. To the right hand side here, you've got your 5 speeds control, and basically 1 through to 5, obviously 5-speed control, but 1 is the setting that I like to leave it on. I've seen some people tumble quicker in the past, and it works for them. However, 1 seems to be just fast enough for me. And what you'll find too is if you're going too fast, everything will just stick to the sidewall of the barrel there, and it will not clean properly at all. It won't be mixing in with the media and all the other relics and cleaning. So anyway, in the middle there, what we've got here is also a little change of direction button there. So if we flick him to the left there, basically you can see a little icon there indicating that it will change direction. So the tumbler will go one way for a certain amount of time, and then obviously it'll cut out, and then it'll change direction going back the other way. Now that is very handy also for same thing. If a coin or a relic or something sticking on the barrel, on the sidewall of the barrel, basically not shifting and mixing in and cleaning, by changing direction every so often, by having that button in place, it'll actually shift that coin, helping it fall in with the rest of the mix and clean it as it goes. So generally though, look, I don't worry too much about that. I generally leave it in the one direction. So what I've also found here with the timer control unit on the left hand side, I said there it goes up by 10-minute increments. However, what you can do, a little bit of a trick, I didn't read this in the manual or anything. I just I think I just turned it one day and went, oh, okay. Button there, you can basically turn to the left, all the way to the left, and it'll just lock in auto mode. So pretty cool. I don't know, it doesn't state it on there, but yeah, look, I'm sure they all do it. So good trick to remember. Turn it to the left if you don't want to have to come back every hour. If you want to be tumbling for a few hours and set an alarm on your phone, turn it to the left, and basically it'll just continue to operate. So that's what we're going to be doing, because these need to go for a good probably hour or more. So let's turn him to the left and let's make a start. Ready? Oh, look at him go! Okay, so it's been about an hour now. This has been tumbling away doing its thing, and as you can see, it's been doing a great job. So we've got all that chocolate milk there to wash out. Good indication it's been cleaning up those relics for us. So we're going to get outside now, give them a rinse through with water, pull out anything that does not need to be cleaned any longer. Remember, we do not want to be tumbling these for too long and wrecking any of these beautiful old items. So pull out anything that doesn't need to be tumbled any longer, and put back in anything that needs a little bit more time. So maybe another hour, see how we go. So let's get it outside now. Let's give it a rinse through and let's show you what we've got. Rightio, we're outside, as you can see. Beautiful day. Pity we're stuck at home. So we'll empty everything out. All that other gravel can stay in there. And then we throw them under the tap and give them a rinse off. So, look at that. An hour in the tumbler. Look at the difference that some of these pieces have made already. Ah, there we go. That's what was around that guy. He could still probably go in for a little bit longer though, There you go. We'll rinse these out. Ooh. We'll rinse these out and come back and show you what we're pulling out and what we're going to put back in for another round. Oh, there we go. Some beautiful old items, and they're even nicer now they're clean. So look at that horse rein guide. Wow, that's so cool. I think he could probably stay out now. Same as 3/4. That's cool. See, that's the sort of stuff that you find. There's been amazing amount of stuff that I've tumbled over the years, and I had no idea some of the items even had writing or detail on them, only to tumble them up and find that they're actually quite ornate pieces, or you found manufacturer maker's marks on them. So really cool. So this guy will be staying out. You can see he's stayed intact in the middle, which is nice. So look, a few of these pieces can go back in. Maybe this padlock can go for round 2.
maybe this buckle, try and knock a bit of that rust off there. And same as this guy here too. So he's quite ornate. Nice decoration on the end there. So yeah, look, a few of these items might go back in, and then the other ones we'll keep out. But look, we'll go for another tumble, maybe another hour at best, and then we'll give you a finished look at what we've got, and then also start with the coins. Righto, so we're only going to run this next round for about half an hour, I think. The last one was about an hour, and it seemed to clean them up really, really well. So I think these ones need half that time. So we're going to set him for half an hour, walk away, and go and clean that detector. So let's go, 30 minutes. Okay, so round 2 is done. As you can see, it's done a great job again. All that chocolate milk in there. So let's get outside. Let's give them a rinse out, and let's see how they've come up this time. So there's some of our items cleaned up. We will get back inside, lay them all out again, and show you exactly what they look like before and after. In those coins, Izzy? Well, yes, we are. You know, it's personal preference, and look, I've found all these coins. You know, I like to display them clean, and so that's what I'll do. So, especially, I'm really intrigued to see how this guy will come up. That's probably one of the worst florins I've ever put through, or the worst silver coin, I should say, I've ever put through the tumbler. So, anyway, let's throw them in, and let's see what they come up looking like after an hour. So that is it for round 3, and as you can see there, the tumbler is doing an absolute amazing job once again. Even on these silver coins, you know, it just cleans them up so well. So it's nice to be able to walk away and come back to results like this. So once again, we're going to take him outside, give him a clean up, tip him into that plastic container, and basically see what needs to go in for longer and see what can come out now. Well, let's open this lid up. Let's see what these silver coins look like. What a great lid. What a great lid. It's probably better than the original. Righto, let's pull them out. Oh, look at that water. Now what you can do too, I find, after you've finished cleaning your silvers, oh, there's still another one in there. What you can do is you can give them a clean up and a polish. So this is only just basically cleaning them in the tumbler, knocking all that crud off them. However, at a later date, you can actually polish them, being silver. So, and they come up quite nice. So let's give these a rinse off, and I'll give you a look at what they look like clean. So there we have it. That is an hour working in the tumbler, just with fish tank gravel, a little bit of that stainless steel shot that you see there, and a little bit of sand. So really, really cool, and you can just see the results there. You know, the 1946 florin. We could even barely tell that he was a florin there before. He was just so pitted and corroded. So really, really impressive. Just an hour in the tumbler. Even this beautiful old 1858 UK 1 shilling. So really, really nice coin. And you can see Victoria on there on the back, a lot more detail. So it's really, really nice to see a silver coin showing silver. So this little threepence here, he has not fared as well as the rest. You can see he's starting to show a hint of silver, so he will be definitely going back in, as well as a few of the others, and going for a little bit longer. So see how we go, give him another hour, and we'll come back and give you a look.
Righto, so here is our next batch, all cleaning up, and this is round 2 for the silver coins. So we'll give them a clean out, and we'll give you a look at just how they come up this time. So there it is, that is round 2 for the silver coins. So as you can see, they have come up an absolute treat. There is a couple here, 1, 2 and 3, that I think that we could go for a little bit longer. Basically just trying to knock a little bit more of that tarnish off the coins. So you can see there though, they've really come up amazing compared to what they first look like. So basically we will put these back in for a little bit longer, and these other ones here, they can come out now. They don't need to be tumbled any longer. They can come out and basically go for a polish now. So we'll give you a little bit of a look at how we polish them. There is 2 ways that you can do it. There is either you can use bicarb soda, or another trick I've found is using toothpaste. I know it sounds crazy, but I'll give you a bit of a look at just how I do it. Okay, so we've got our silver coins laid out here in front of us, the ones that have just been through the tumbler, and basically now I'm going to show you what I do to polish them up. So what I use is, some will laugh at me, I use the Colgate toothpaste here. Now look, any toothpaste will do, and basically put a little dab of toothpaste on the coin and rub it around. Basically just the more you rub, the more it'll come up clean. So you'll notice the toothpaste starting to turn and change colour into a black, and that's just all the tarnish and everything coming off the coin. So basically we're going to start with this 1947 florin. You can see he is cleaned, however we want to get that nice silver polished look to him. So what we'll do is we'll put a bit of toothpaste on, get started and show you exactly what it does. So just a little dab on the finger, that's probably really too much, so we'll probably just put him over there onto that next one. And even again, we probably just used too much there. So anyway, just start rotating around like so. Go forward and back, you can go round and round, whichever you like. And you can see the toothpaste starting to change colour there, so going to that real black, blackish colour. So look at that. Anyway, we'll keep going. This does take a little while, a bit of scrubbing, and as I said, the longer you go, the better it'll come up. So we'll just keep going like this for a few minutes, and we'll come back and give you a look at the results. Righto, so that was a couple of minutes just scrubbing away with my finger, and you can see there the toothpaste has turned all black, and I've even left a little bit of residue in the middle there, just to show you basically what comes off the coin. So let's now give them a clean up, wash all that toothpaste off, and I'll show you the finished result. Rightio, there he is, all polished up. So as you can see, it's got that real nice shine to it, and that was literally only probably 2 minutes at best polishing him. So if you spent longer, it would come up better. So there is another trick there too. You can use bicarb soda, basically doing the same thing, making up a watery sort of bicarb soda paste. Sort of like toothpaste, you know, you got to, not too much water, you got to still allow that grit to be in there to clean the surface of the coin. Basically though, you can do the exact same thing. Now, I haven't done the back side, so if I flip him over, we'll get a bit of an understanding of what he looked like on the back. And flip him back over, you can see just what that toothpaste does. So really, really cool. So now let's start on this guy. Rightio, so last but not least are the pennies here. So we've got 6 to put in, and as I said at the start of the video, we did not want to run these for too long. Not like the silvers, not like the relics. So generally put these in sort of for 5 minutes at best, sort of checking them as I go. So maybe even 10 minutes. Like, I'm not really sure how this guy will go. He's been quite hot in the burn pit, and also this little half rue penny. So quite interesting, and as I said, we'll only run them for 5 minutes and see what happens, So let's put them in, let's give them a whirl. Okay, so it's been going for about 5 minutes now, a little bit over. I've just been sitting here watching it, and basically I think it's about time to get it outside and clean it out. So as I said, I don't want to go over tumbling the copper pennies. They just do not survive. So anyway, let's get them outside and let's give you a look. Righto, so we've got you in the back shed here now, guys, and we're going to finish up, give you a look at what we did today, and basically how all these items come up. So we finished off with the pennies there. We ran them for about 5 minutes. So as you can see too, they come up pretty bloody well. So 5 minutes in the tumbler, and this guy here, you know, the half rue penny that was burnt, and even this 45 up here, rue penny, they were quite corroded, quite burnt. So really nice. As I said, just 5 minutes in the tumbler. You don't want to go too long. What ends up happening is you can see there how they're starting to wear through and go real shiny. So you go too long in the tumbler, they start with that ring around the edge, and they start basically doing the same thing on the coin. So you go too long in the tumbler, and basically you will wreck them. So I have done it before, and basically I was not happy with the results. So 5 minutes at max for the pennies, and as you've seen, jumping over to the silvers there, we did them for, well, look, we did some for about an hour, and then we put back in a few for another half an hour on top of that. So really good results. So once again, the 1858 English shilling, probably one of my favourite coins here, and I know some, as I said, will cringe the fact that I even clean these. You know, a lot of coins I don't clean. I generally just put water and toothbrush to them. That's about it. That's about the extent of what I do. So however, I did these more for the purpose of this video today, so you could sort of see what I do if I do clean them and how I do it. So, and the final results, of course. So that's the silvers. Pretty nice, if I do say so myself. They'll go great on display, and I'm doing a few talks and a few presentations in future. So these will also be the ones that I'll be able to take with me on display and present to other people to see. So nice to see them clean. Anyway, jumping over here, and you've seen all these there before come out at the start of the video there, and these are the relics that we tumbled to begin with, and what a ripper. Done a really good job. So very happy. A few hours in the shed today, tumbling away, and this is what we've got. So really hope you enjoyed. Really hope you found a few of those tips and tricks helpful, and sure that you can do it at home yourself and clean those relics and coins. So anyway, guys, that's about it. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button below. Follow my finds for future. We will be back out again soon. I'm not sure when or where. We've just got to wait for this lockdown to end, and we'll get back out again soon. So be sure to hit that subscribe button below, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.